KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves Soccer. Our OU Braves soccer coverage on KOFO and KOFO.com is being brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, Quality Structures, and by Arvest Bank, the Ottawa Herald, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Brave Soccer on KOFO is also brought to you by Ottawa University, CarStar, Sutton's Jewelry, and Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Now let's go to the field and join KOFO's Luke Queen for OU Brave Soccer.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to an afternoon of Ottawa University soccer here from Advent Health Field on the campus of Ottawa University. Gary Bateman, and alongside this morning and this afternoon, Chris Hansen, as the Braves will take on the Bethel Threshers here in KCAC play. The women's contest will start here shortly, Chris. And the Ottawa women, tough loss the other day against the Bethany Swedes, but this team is playing better, isn't it?
Definitely doing much better than last year. I think in recent games we've seen that they can move the ball around well. They've possessed. They've been able to get some chances. They've just not been able to capitalize. Sometimes it kind of feels like they don't use the left foot as much as they should. Sometimes they have some good shot opportunities. They just don't take them. Something I kind of want to draw some attention to is, so their last loss to Bethany, obviously, they lost 3-1. Avila, who their opponent is today, they tied Bethany 2-2. So something to kind of pay attention there. And then also Bethel defeated York 3-0, which Ottawa defeated them 2-0. So in a lot of these games that they have both played, it's been close.
Well, with the new coach here, Edward Maya, taking on the role of the women's coach as well as the men's side, it's been interesting for Ottawa University to try to adapt, and I think that's maybe where we're at this point, is trying to adapt to maybe a little bit different style, and that may take a little while, but I think you're seeing some indication that is occurring.
Absolutely. You notice, last year, Ottawa University tend to play a lot of long balls. This year, they've definitely, they started the season doing quite a bit of that, but now they're kind of trying to find some short passes and really try to work the defense around, which in my opinion, I think it's more effective. And you're starting to see that Ottawa University, they've been scoring goals. They've been winning some games. They've also tied a few, but then they're still losing some. And I think that's just a product of, it's a new coach, it's a new system. Players just have to adapt.
Bethel comes into today's play at 6-5-2 overall, 2-3-2 in the KCAC. So in a virtual tie with Ottawa, with the exception for the fact that they've played one more match and tied that one match. So at this point, Ottawa's playing to get into the conference tournament and playing for seeding, and of course that's very important. And hopefully having the home match here today is going to be a big factor.
Absolutely, and I think that one thing important for Ottawa, I feel like they need to focus on defense a little bit more today. In the past, it's been kind of a big issue that they've let the counterattack get them. Oftentimes, they get a little bit too focused on the attack, and they'll let some one-on-ones with the goalkeeper happen. We saw it against St. Mary's. We saw it against Avila. Both times, there were multiple one-on-ones with the keeper, and those just can't happen. And I feel like if they want a good chance of beating Bethel today, they gotta cut that out, and they gotta be able to maintain possession. And if they lose it, they need to get their numbers back quick.
Offense has also been a bit of a problem. The Braves have only scored 4 goals one time here in the season. Now, added 4 goals is a lot in a soccer match, but Arsenio Velez leads the team with 4 goals scored. Ashley Owen has 3, and of course got to put the ball in the net in order to win in these matches. And so I understand what you're saying about defense, because you've got to stop the other team, but you got to be able to score yourself.
Absolutely, and that's why I kind of feel like a counterattack might be the way to go in this game. Now, Bethel, they've they've scored a lot of goals in their last several games. They're averaging a lot more goals than Ottawa is at the moment. So I think Ottawa, they need to try to get ahead early and see if they do that, they need to keep that energy throughout the match and then not just try to pack it back. I think if they can apply the pressure and keep it on them throughout the match and not get comfortable with a lead, or if they're down, not get down on themselves, I feel like they've got a good chance of winning the soccer game.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Bethel may be a bit more of the aggressor perhaps in this match. And, so for Ottawa University, the key there, like you mentioned, is the defense, which then can set up your offense. You may be able to get a steal, start a breakaway or something like that, and see where that takes you.
Something also to kind of mention, I know you talked about Velez, the leading goal scorer for Ottawa. I think that she's a big key of this game. She's definitely got some of the fastest pace. She dribbles the ball extremely quickly. Her cuts are very swift, very smooth. And I think that if she can get in and around the defense, I think she could be a big key. Another one, Denia Evans. Something a lot of the kids like to say these days, she plays with pizzazz. She puts a lot of finesse on the ball. She constantly is making plays, finding really brilliant passes, and oftentimes those things aren't noticed because she's not scoring a lot of goals, but she's getting a lot of assists and passes. And I think Denia Evans is definitely a key player for this game.
Well, let's take a break right here. Come back with the starting lineups for each team. You're listening to Ottawa versus Bethel Soccer.
$132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Did you miss your front row seat at Arrowhead last season? Not this year. KOFO and Furniture Loft are sending you back to Arrowhead to watch the most exciting team in football, your Kansas City Chiefs. You and a friend in front row seats to watch the Chiefs. Just stop by Furniture Loft on Market Street in Osage City or Emporia on West US 50 and register once per visit. Only one win per season. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 to win. Win Chiefs versus Giants tickets for November 1st. Winner announced October 28th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code CASH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code CASH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CASH.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Threshers, number 2, Abby Edson, 5'10", senior from Newton, Kansas. Number 4, Izzy Sands. She is 5'5", a senior from Newton. Number 6, Gabby Fields, a 5'9", freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Number 7, Katie Ponce, a 5'7" junior from Chino Hills, California. Number 10, Jaslyn Reese. She is 5'5", a junior from Saucony, Texas. Number 11, Sydney Brown, a 5'8" junior from Keller, Texas. Number 13, Jaden Kaltenbach, 5'9" senior from Wichita. Number 16, Lexi Eddy. She's 5'5", a freshman from Valley Center, Kansas. Number 22, Grace Anderson, 5'7" sophomore from Rockwell, Texas. Number 23, Claire Henlon, a 5'4" sophomore from McPherson, Kansas. And in the goal, number 32, Mariah Vallejo. She's 5'11", a sophomore from Everman, Texas. Head coach for the Threshers is Alex Hagan in his 5th season. For the Braves, number 2, Josie Goodpasture, a 5'6" junior from Wichita. Number 4, Jasenia Velez, she is a 5'6" junior from Sussex, New Jersey. Number 11, Denia Evans, she is a 5'4" senior from Lakewood, Colorado. Number 14, Emma Nielsen, 5'5", a senior from Gothenburg, Sweden. Number 16, Sydney Johnson, 5'7", junior from Middleton, Idaho. Number 18, Aaliyah Morris, she is 5'6", a senior from Alameda, California. Number 19, Yvette Acevedo, 5'6", junior from Long Beach, California. Number 20, Katla Gardesdottir, she's 5'7", a sophomore from Reykjavik, Iceland. Number 21, Carolina Jennerwine, a 5'4", junior from Lenexa, Kansas. Number 34, Raina Werner, she is 5'4" and a senior from Las Vegas, Nevada. And in goal, number 00, Willow Good, a 5'8" freshman from Lenexa, Kansas. The Braves are coached by Edward Maya in his first season. Let's take a quick break here, a 1-minute break, and we'll be back after this. You're listening to Ottawa University Soccer on KOFO.
NFL fans, nothing compares to being there live.
Now the crowd is alive.
And Ticketmaster is your official gateway to seats all season. With Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the NFL, your seats are secure and 100% guaranteed. If a last-minute snafu keeps you sidelined, you can sell your tickets with Ticketmaster in just a few taps.
Oh, I love football.
Buy or sell your seats this season at Ticketmaster.com/NFL.
Imagine being one of the 1.9 million people in the United States who will be diagnosed with cancer this year. Maybe you or a loved one already has. The fear and anxiety are overwhelming. For over 20 years, the Franklin County Cancer Foundation has been helping those in our community with basic needs and cancer-related assistance. Now you can help the foundation help others by making a donation during the KOFO Cancer Awareness Telethon coming Friday, October 22nd. Keep listening for more details. And thank you from KOFO.
Back here at Advent Health Field on the campus of Ottawa University. As we get set for women's action here, the men will follow at about 2:30 this afternoon. And Chris, couldn't ask for much better weather for a soccer match here today.
Absolutely. Right now, 61 degrees. And then for Kansas, this is kind of crazy. 39% humidity. Doesn't get much better than that. Then also wind speed only 6 miles per hour out of the west. That's not that bad, especially for Kansas. So not a bad, some pretty good weather, like you said, here. So should be pretty prime opportunity for Ottawa to come out here and play their best soccer.
Glad you're joining us here today for the broadcast. After today, the Braves will be back in action on Wednesday, and they will take on the Friends Falcons down at Wichita in a KCAC matchup. Both teams getting some final instructions from their head coaches. Chris, what should we expect here early in this match, do you think?
Ottawa tends to press. They tend to try to attack pretty quickly, it seems like. They build out from the back. They tend to try to find some pretty short passes. Sometimes they get a little bit ambitious, and they'll be sending a lot of long balls, which they can be effective, but oftentimes they'll send them a little bit too long or maybe out of bounds, or sometimes just sending them when someone's not really open. So kind of hard to know exactly how Ottawa's going to play coming out the door, but if they're disciplined, I think that they'll come out making pretty simple passes and just trying to maintain possession. Ottawa University coming out right now. I'm wearing their gold tops and shorts and socks with the gray stripes, and then Bethel wearing their maroon tops and shorts with the white numbers.
The Braves will defend the north goal here and move left to right as we see it. And we are ready for the official's whistle. It's like everything's in place, and here we go. Left side it goes. And now down that left sideline. We'll give and go there, and then bring you back out to try to reset are the Threshers, and that ball will go out of play. So it'll be a throw in for Ottawa. Long throw downfield, and that's going to be intercepted, but Ottawa gets it right back. That is Werner with the pass over. And now good pasture along the right sideline. And she kicked it right on by her teammate Nielsen. And a throw in coming up for Ottawa as it was last touched by the Threshers. Down toward the corner, there's a centering pass, and it's a little bit over the head of the young lady that was headed toward the goal. And I didn't see who that was, Chris, but not a bad idea there early.
Yeah, right there on the far end is Justine Velez. Velez, definitely a very menacing striker for Ottawa. You know, and I'm kind of impressed already. Ottawa coming out, staying pretty disciplined so far, making some pretty good passes and a pretty good chance already.
You know, there's a pass ahead and a dangerous play, but Good will come up with it in the box. She'll roll it back out toward Morris. And long passes knocked away by the Threshers. And then it's out of play. And it will be a throw in for the Braves. Good pasture gets it ahead. And now Evans has her pass stolen. And Bethel will go the other direction. But stolen right back. Nice steal by Evans. And there's going to be a foul.
You kind of wonder how chippy this game will get for a conference match. The previous Ottawa University home game, it got pretty chippy. So already a foul this early. Kind of wonder if maybe later on some yellow cards will be shown, or wonder how many fouls there will be for both teams.
Could have been just been a frustration foul right there, because basically, you know, Evans took it away. There's a free kick, and the goalkeeper Vallejo goes to her right. I don't think that was actually on goal though, Chris. And she will punt it downfield. It's knocked away by Evans, but taken by a Thresher player. Now Hedlund with it. Hedlund down the far sideline, brings it back a little bit toward the middle, kicks it ahead, and that ball is going to roll past the end line. So it'll be a goal kick for the Braves.
It looks like already we're seeing Ottawa University have about probably 65% of the possession. So pretty solid start for Ottawa University thus far.
Bad pass there, stolen by the Threshers. Now they try to set something up. There's a shot just to the left of the goal and rolls past the end line. That was a giveaway there, Chris. Ottawa can't afford to have that happen very often.
Absolutely. The last place you want to give it away is in the center of your defensive third, and right there, Ottawa did just that. But luckily, Bethel wasn't able to capitalize on that opportunity.
Threshers kick it out of bounds, far sideline, so throw in for Ottawa, knocked away by Bethel and stolen. Pass ahead, and it'll give and go. And now a 2-on-3, and the shot on goal is and it is a goal for the Threshers.
And right there, that was a great move by the Threshers. A good left foot, makes pretty easy cut right inside. It was a good simple pass. Frustrating start now for Ottawa University. You don't want to be down already by one with just little over 4 minutes to go, or 4 minutes to start off this game.
So Bethel scores in the 5th minute, and there's Hedlund got the goal. Good pasture, trying to avoid some Thresher defenders. Now the ball kicked away by Bethel, and Ottawa will reset out near midfield. Evans over there, and that ball Lee's play, and again a throw in for OU. Down the sidelines, and this time out of play off of the Braves. Throw in. And a long pass, long ball down the field. And that one evidently left the field of play before Hedlund could get it back toward the center. Now here's a run down the far sideline, and Bethel able to kick it away. Throw in goes, I believe that's Velez over there. It's once again out of play, another throw in. They're looking for Werner over there, but stolen. And again, OU's going to throw it in. Far sideline again, leaving the field of play. And this time they will say the last touched by an Ottawa player. So Bethel will throw it in, but Ottawa steals it immediately. There's a pass ahead and a little bit too far. And the goalie comes out and gets it. It was not on goal, but they were looking to find Acevedo. And it was not a bad pass, Chris.
You kind of wonder if that was meant to be a shot or not. It was pretty direct, but ended up almost right in the line of Acevedo.
Hedlund for Bethel down the near sideline, and then she just lost control. Thrown ahead, leaving the field of play, and Bethel will throw it in. There's a long throw in down the sideline, and all Ottawa can do is to kick it out of play. They had Anderson racing down the sideline. Now on the throw in, Hedlund trying to get control and was blocked. And then Evans will just kick it out of play.
And right there, you kind of like to see that from Evans. Is a lot of coaches say, when in doubt, play it out.
And Brown trying to do something on the inside. She kicked and the ball went off her after being blocked. And Good will restart here for the Braves. Some pressure from Bethel. There's a steal. Ahead it comes, but Ottawa gets it right back. Long pass ahead. That's taken by Werner. Werner tries to get across field to Acevedo. And now far side it goes. Pass ahead is blocked by the Threshers. Ottawa has it back, but now stolen. And a fight for it along the far sideline, and the throw-in will belong to Ottawa. And once again, blocked out of bounds. And this time Ottawa tried the same tactic, but backfired on them as they lost the ball out of play. Pass ahead is going to be stolen. Now down the near sideline comes Acevedo. Long pass ahead looking for Werner, and it was just a little bit too long, Chris. Not a bad idea.
And right there you see Abby Edson for the Threshers. She kind of shielded Werner away from that ball, and that's a great move by Edson because it made it just an easy pickup for the goalkeeper when in reality that was a good pass, and Werner had a good opportunity, but it was a good play by Edson.
Bethel regains control here. Ottawa goes for the steal, and Here's a pass ahead down the near sideline to Ponce. Ponce to Hedlund. Hedlund with the goal here for Bethel. She'll go left wing, and her shot is blocked, and then the ball out of play. Throw in for the Threshers. We're in the 12th minute here. Bethel leading 1-0, 1-0. And a shot ahead, and Good out there to make the save. High shot. Easy play for Good. And stolen now by the Threshers, but pass ahead, and Good will corral that in the box. Over goes to Goodpasture. Now Acevedo, head to Evans, but a little bit too far for her. Throw in coming up for the Threshers.
You know, Ottawa University, they may be down 1-0 at the moment, but it definitely seems like Ottawa's winning the battle in the midfield. For the most part, in the midfield, Ottawa University has had possession. They have not lost in the midfield a whole lot. It's usually been on their own defensive third or their attacking third.
Jennerwine lost control, and Threshers get it back. Brown over to Ponce. Ponce down the sideline. Kicks it ahead, a little bit too far for her teammate, and Ottawa's just going to boot it out of play. Ponce to throw it in. She'll go toward the end line. Ball taken by Anderson. Back to Ponce, now to Hedlund. Hedlund with the shot, but wide of the goal left.
Finishes it in the lacrosse goal, though, in the back.
Much narrower target there, but the wrong target.
Absolutely.
Good with the goal kick over the head of everybody, and Thresher will throw it in near midfield.
Something interesting to mention is Willow Good came in against St. Mary's a while ago at the half, as it was Trapansky for Ottawa who got injured.
Now Ponce with a shot, and Good there to make the save. The ball held up in the wind just a little bit there, Chris, it looked like.
It did. It ended up not looking like it was much trouble for Willow Good, but still definitely something to not take any chances on.
Far sideline, Threshers kick ahead, foot race, and the Bethel player gets it centered, but they're going to say it went out of play first. So once again, Good will restart it with a goal kick. Fourteenth minute. Bethel 1, Ottawa 0. Ponce steals off of the goal kick. And now the shot is blocked. It goes past the end line. That'll be a corner kick coming up now for the Threshers. Sydney Brown over there to do the honors.
Ottawa University needs the first touch on this corner. Just get it cleared out. That's what coaches want. They don't want any business with the Threshers messing with this ball.
Brown with the left foot. It's right in front of the goal, and it is a foul, apparently, because they say that it's going back Ottawa's direction.
Right there, Ottawa gets pretty lucky as that was, they cleared it out right in the middle, and it found a Thresher as they finished it into the side of the net, but luckily there was a foul.
Goodpasture gets it over to Jennerwine. Now back it goes to Morris. And the backs will try to set something up. Far sideline. Now, pass ahead to Werner. Werner goes far sideline. Acevedo has it. Acevedo looking to work against a double team. Tries to race past it, and a nice job there by Jaden Kaltenbach to shield Acevedo to keep from getting to the ball.
It's a good physical play by Kaltenbach. Uses the shoulder correctly. Nothing illegal there, nothing malicious, but shoulders Acevedo off the ball.
And a throw in for the Threshers as the ball goes out of play right by the Braves bench. On the throw in, it is touched out of bounds by Morris. Now throw in looking for Headland, and Ottawa will just kick that one out of play. Ponce into Headland, back to Ponce. Ponce gets around good pasture, tries to center, but Braves right there to kick it back toward midfield. And now here comes Ottawa. Pass ahead, looking for Werner, but it's knocked away nicely. Bethel gets it downfield. Now the Braves steal it. Over it comes to Acevedo, near side. And she'll race toward the ball and again be blocked out of the way by Ponce. And as you mentioned the last time, Chris, legal play, but nice job defensively.
You could see Acevedo was definitely a little bit frustrated on that one as she kind of threw her hands up, but definitely looked legal. It was a good play by Ponce. And I feel like Acevedo, she did the exact same move she did last time. I feel like she's kind of got to change up her game, maybe cut it back, but it kind of seems like she's a little afraid to use that left foot and cross it in.
Braves looking to attack. There's a high ball that's going to go past the end line right of the goal. And so the keeper for Bethel, will restart here. Long pass ahead, the Braves steal. Evans taking it toward the center. Pass ahead is blocked, and it will go out of play. The Braves will have a throw in far sideline. Ottawa trying to get it to the center of the field. That's Jenner Wine, and her pass was blocked and stolen.
Jenner Wine right there, she had good pasture open on the other side, but it seems like Ottawa trying to just force it down the middle right there. Sometimes it takes a little bit of patience to be able to get what you want.
Here's good pasture. In the center, Werner. Far sideline, Acevedo. Let's see what she does with it this time. And she has a stolen. Braves will get it right back. Morris looking to do something, and a nice job by the Threshers. And a 3-on-5. Braves trying to get back. Pass ahead. Headland racing for it. She will come up with it toward the corner and then blocked, and it will be saved by the Braves down the far sideline before it went out of play. Jenner Wine, right side Acevedo. Acevedo will kick it back left this time, but there was no teammate. But then Acevedo, a good hustle play. Got possession back. They'll try to center it. Nothing there. Defense was pretty tight. There's Werner. Werner. And we're a foul on the Braves. Werner pushing off with that elbow, it looks like, Chris.
Right here, it looks like Ottawa University trying to find some passes inside the box. They won't settle for a long distance shot, it seems like. But the Threshers, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to find one of those. They're playing a really compact defense. For a moment there, they had about 6 players in the box, so I feel like Ottawa University needs to take what they can get.
Pass ahead to Hedlund. Far side, looking for a way to center. Instead, she'll take it back out to Reese. Reese near the Bethel bench. There's a pass ahead, looking for Hedlund. Hedlund has it. Looking for that left foot, and OU was able to block it. Now it's kicked away. And it looks like Acevedo will be able to save it before it goes out of play. Good pasture, long kick ahead, but Bethel will take possession of that. Hedlund once again with it. Over to Reese, far side. Takes it back towards center, tried to center. Good pasture, kicks it away. And there is a foul. Looks like it to be called on Ottawa.
This one definitely looked kind of a little weak, but nevertheless still a foul against Ottawa University.
Anderson was trying for the tackle, and I thought if anybody committed the foul, it was her at that point, but that is not what the officials saw. Free kick here. Anderson will give way to Brown. Now to Ponce. Ponce centers it, but it must have been offside.
Right there, great idea by the Threshers, but just touch offside. Just must have been a hair. Good call by the referees.
Good will restart. Over goes to Good pasture. Long ball ahead to Acevedo, but she couldn't control. Threshers kick it downfield. Morris for the Braves. And that ball gets past 2 players, and Acevedo picks it up. And it comes to Werner. Werner down toward the corner, looking for something. Tried to make a move, and Bethel was able to steal it. Ponce for the Threshers. Now brought toward the middle. Ponce still with it. Over it goes to Brown. Brown tried to forward it ahead to Anderson, but it's stolen by the Braves. And can Ottawa save it? Yes, they did not allow it to go out of play. Werner. Kicked over far side to Acevedo. There's a centering pass, and ball stolen by the Threshers. The fans here wanted a foul.
And Denai Evans just trying to get a penalty kick.
Oh, there's a chance for the Braves, but Evans didn't get a good foot on it, and it goes right of the goal. Was it touched last? Yes, it was touched last by a Thresher, so a corner kick upcoming.
It's a good chance for the Braves. Obviously, with the Threshers playing a pretty compact defense every time the Braves get in the attack, the best way to beat that is by getting the ball on the outside and crossing it in.
There's the corner kick and a save by Vallejo near the right corner. We're in the 25th minute here, and the Threshers lead 1-0. That goal coming by Hedlund in the 5th minute. Goal kick ahead is going to be taken by Ottawa. Good pasture will back it up. And now pass is stolen. Eddie takes it back to the back. Edson. Ottawa heads it back. Werner, almost had herself a bit of a breakaway there, but a foul ended up called on Ottawa. Long pass ahead by Edson is stolen by Goodpasture. Over goes to Acevedo down the near sideline near the Braves bench, and then is knocked away. And it'll say it's a Bethel throw-in. And we have a substitution coming in for the Threshers.
Looks like Reese is coming off, and also Anderson. And then comes Kreutzer.
On the throw-in, Threshers will back it up, look to set something up. So Kreutzer in for Anderson. And Brittany Bayer also in the ballgame. Acevedo with it. Over to Goodpasture. Oh, Goodpasture's pass was knocked away. Nice play by Ponce. And it'll be a throw-in Threshers. And here comes another substitution. So far, Edward Maya has not shown any substitutions in this match. This looks to be Taylor Dashney. And we'll have another throw in. Comes into Ponce. Ponce double teamed, almost stolen. Now Evans does steal it momentarily, but then tripped up. And what do we have here? Free kick?
Right there, that foul is called by the assistant referee. He's in a good position to kind of see that little trip. And head referee does right to listen.
Nielsen with the free kick, about 27 yards out. Let's see what she does with it.
Right here, not a good angle for Nielsen, but she could still shoot or pass.
Shot on goal, and it's knocked away by the Threshers. Good defensive play. Now Nielsen gets it back, tried to center it, and right past a teammate and past the end line. Good opportunity there for Ottawa, probably their best of the match.
Absolutely, and right there you see the goalkeeper make Thresher's defense knocked it away before the keeper could get her hands on it, and sometimes that is a scary thing as a goalkeeper, is you don't know where the ball is. There's so many people in the box, it's hard to see. And then Nielsen just looked like she was trying to find a pass, and if that was on goal, that might have snuck in, just because the keeper, it's hard to see where the ball is when there's that many people in the box.
Brave steal. Over goes to Goodpasture. Now they get it to the far sideline. Acevedo trying to run it down and does. Acevedo looking for a centering opportunity. She got it over there. The ball off the keeper's arms, still live. And now Ottawa has it near the corner, trying to keep it in play, but it'll be a throw-in Braves near the far corner.
And Velez did good to kind of keep that ball alive, and then luckily got it knocked off of the Thresher, so now a pretty good throw-in in deep Thresher's territory.
And Ottawa kicks it out of play past the end line. We are in the 30th minute. Bethel on top 1-0. Vallejo, the goal kick, and headed by a Brave. And Threshers will take possession. Ahead it comes to Hedlund. She has the lone goal in the match. Pass ahead now, and a give and go, but Hedlund couldn't come up with the pass that time from her teammate. And Willow Good will restart from the box. Goal kick is knocked away by the Threshers, and pass ahead is stolen by the Braves. Evans couldn't keep control. Dashney stole it. And right around midfield, two teams fighting for possession. Braves will come up with it. Here's Acevedo. Acevedo, nowhere to go. Made a nice little move there on a spin. Over goes to Evans. Evans' shot is blocked. Is it a throw in? It is. It is not. It went out of play before it got to the corner.
It kind of seems here recently the Ottawa's definitely had more possession, and a lot of that possession's taken place in the Threshers' defensive third.
Good pass was knocked away by a Thresher defender, but then Ottawa got it toward the goal, and Vallejo had to come out to make a save. Ahead comes Bethel down the sideline and lost out of bounds. Throw in for the Braves. Velez along that far sideline, and that will go back the other direction now. Getting set to check in for Ottawa will be Natalie Mertz. Ottawa with possession. Pass ahead to Evans, now Acevedo. Acevedo looking for Werner, found her. Werner kicks it over toward the center. And then gets it right back. Pass ahead, it's a little bit too far, and Acevedo couldn't get there before the goalkeeper, Vallejo, gobbled it up. Punt this time taken by Headland. Threshers looking to mount some pressure. A nice move. And another nice move. She gets over to the far sideline looking to center. Does center, but it went out of play past the end line.
Right now it seems like a lot of Braves stabbing or diving at the ball and really just making it kind of easy for the Threshers to just dribble by. For Coach Maya, would prefer to see them start jockeying with defenders, kind of waiting and containing them and making sure that their defense gets completely set, and then, you know, stabbing at the ball when the ball gets far enough away from the players.
Hurts into the Braves lineup, replacing Goodpasture. Evans off the goal kick, trying to keep it in an auto possession, but it's stolen by Sands. Sands with it. Oh, nice play by Evans. Nice steal. Check that was not Evans, because Evans has it right now over to Acevedo. Now here's Werner. She's triple teamed and loses control. Sands. And back the other direction come the Threshers. And kicked out of play. Throw in for Bethel. Threshers with it in the center. Now here they come on a run, but Ottawa then will just kick it out of play on the Bethel sideline. '35th minute, still 1-0 Bethel. Dashney, pass ahead, taken by the Braves. Here's Acevedo. Kicking it back to Mertz. Mertz over to Acevedo. Evans. Kick is her.
And Evans right there showed some really good vision and awareness. As she had 3 defenders right around her and just dribbled right out in between them all and then find a pass back.
Velez. And Bethel gets it back. It's Ponce. Pass ahead, and that will go out of play. I have to admit, I do not have number 14 on the Bethel roster.
Number 14, Kelsey Kreutzer.
Oh, that's right. Kreutzer, yeah. Now Hedlund has it for Bethel in the center, looking to make a move. She will work her way to the left side and center it, but nobody there, and the Braves were able to clear. There's a long blast. Oh, it's off the post. Off the side post, just over the outstretched arms of Willow Good, and a big break for the Braves right there, Chris.
That was an absolute rocket from way downtown. That shot was taken about from like the 30-yard line on from the Ottawa side of the football field. And, I mean, that's about a 40-yard shot right there. That was very well struck. Good job by Willow Good to make sure she had that upper 90 covered. Ultimately, she did, and that ended up going off of the crossbar and post. But, man, what a strike by the Threshers.
There's a long pass off the foul by the Braves, but too long, and Vallejo will put it back in play for the Threshers. She'll punt it toward midfield. Bethel will try to set something up. Kreutzer over to Ponce. Ponce pass ahead. The Hedlund's too far, and Morris is just going to kick it back into the box, and Good will restart. Down the far sideline. Looking to make a run, now stopping, have to go back. I believe that's Evans. Is it Nielsen?
Yeah.
And here's Vallejo. It's kind of a dangerous play right there, but she got enough foot on the ball to get it cleared. Here's a steal by the Braves momentarily, but now a whistle.
Right there, you can already see a lot of people a little bit confused by that call as it was an offside, but it was a great call by the AR. As you see, Denia Evans beyond the defensive line when the ball was passed, and she runs back, and when she receives the ball, looks onside. But the referee, as the rule is, it's where you were when the ball was kicked. So really great call by the AR. It's a tough call, but nevertheless the correct one.
Braves looking for possession. It goes out of play. And we've got a substitution for Bethel and also for Ottawa, it appears. Stormy Garcia will check into the lineup, as will Ashby Owen.
And Ashby Owen, we've seen her come in and make some really good plays. She had an assist, and then against St. Mary's in one of her first games, she got a goal to ultimately equalize the game and tie it up for Ottawa.
There's Garcia trying to center, but her pass ended up being more like a shot on goal, that an easy save for Vallejo. In the 4th minute, Bethel scored in the 5th minute, leading at 1-0. Now the Braves with an opportunity here, and the shot is wide of the net.
And you can tell a lot of the fans pretty upset, as they were definitely kind of grabbing at Garcia right there, the arm. She did get a shot, and you kind of think that maybe the ref was calling advantage, but then no, it doesn't look like he's not going to award a penalty. But right there, it seems like Garcia a really prime opportunity there in front of the face of the goal. Just her and the keeper. Unfortunately, Ottawa not able to capitalize there.
Stormy Garcia with Ottawa's best opportunity of the match and just could not get it on goal, just went wide right.
Stormy Garcia coming in just a few minutes ago, so already making a huge impact for Ottawa University.
Braves steal the restart. There's a pass by Werner. Shot is up over the top of the crossbar.
And right there, some absolutely fancy footwork from Ashby Owens. It was another good play from Stormy Garcia to get that ball in the first place, where she dumped it off to Owens, and then Owens over to Warner, and a pretty solid shot. Definitely the Threshers don't have the momentum at the moment. And it's good soccer from Ottawa University. Hopefully they can score a goal in these next 4 minutes.
Yeah, Ottawa needs to put on that pressure, keep that pressure on, Chris, because it's looking much better for them offensively. And they steal the restart. Acevedo has it, but almost lost it. Got it back. And now there's a shot on goal by Owen. That's relatively easy save there for the keeper.
Right now, you got to be impressed if you're Coach Maya with Garcia and Owens. They've come in, and oftentimes when you make a substitution, it's hard to get in the groove immediately, but they have come in and they're playing well so far.
Ottawa again has the possession. Acevedo to Mertz. Back it goes to Acevedo in front of the OU bench. Now Garcia. And Bethel trying to steal. And that is going to go out of play, and it'll be a throw-in Braves. Mertz looking. Tries to go deep to Garcia. Did they save it? No, it went out of play. .42nd minute. Long pass in is headed out of bounds. Another long throw in is knocked away. Braves trying to get possession back. Owen. Trying to check, I'm sorry, it's Jennerwine. And now a steal by Dashney, but Braves get it right back. Acevedo. There's got to be something there, and there is a foul called against Ashton Dirksen.
Dirksen there, the one that fell down, but initially she had grabbed Owens and then
kind of hooked him like you'd see on a basketball play in the post.
Absolutely.
Long kick by Mertz off the free kick, and it's headed away by the Threshers. Mertz tried to save it, but possession will be retained by the Threshers. Kreutzer with it. Kreutzer down the near sideline. Over it goes to Dirksen. Dirksen, and a nice job to punch it away by the Braves. Here's Acevedo trying to find Garcia. Garcia has it. She'll go far side. Werner kicked it ahead, but there was nobody there to receive the pass, and it goes past the end line.
Right now,
45th minute, Chris, go ahead.
Right now, it kind of feels like Ottawa University strikers and midfield is just playing with a lot more chemistry than they have all game in this last 10 minutes.
Not much time here, though, in this first half. And oddly enough, Veo just kicked it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Braves. There's still a little bit of time here, but not much. And there's a steal by Dashney, and the Braves try to get it back. We're down to the final 10 seconds of the first half. And it looks like this one's going to go to halftime 1-0. that is the end of the first half of play. Bethel leads Ottawa 1-0 here from Advent Health Field. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
NFL fans, nothing compares to being there live.
Now the crowd is alive.
And Ticketmaster is your official gateway to seats all season. With Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the NFL, your seats are secure and 100% guaranteed. If a last-minute snafu keeps you sidelined, you can sell your tickets with Ticketmaster in just a few taps.
Oh, I love football.
Buy or sell your seats this season at Ticketmaster.com/NFL.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
Carol Morgan came to Arvest Bank needing to get a loan. Let's hear what happens.
So Carol, good news. You're approved for this loan and at this interest rate.
Yay, that's great.
You also mentioned you have some credit card debt. Would you be interested in rolling that into this loan so you're paying off that credit card at this same rate?
Really?
Yep, then it's all just one payment instead of two.
Wow, that's
helpful?
Very helpful.
Personal loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Elder abuse, neglect, and exploitation comes in many forms. Elder abuse is taking money or valuable items, pushing, shoving, or leaving bruises. It's leaving the elderly unattended or without food when they cannot care for themselves. If you know or suspect an elderly person is being abused physically, emotionally, sexually, or financially, call the Kansas Adult Protective Services Hotline at 1-800-922-5330. Elder Kansans deserve honor and respect, not abuse. Remember, elder abuse is a crime. Sponsored by the Kansas Department for Aging and Disability Services and aired in cooperation with the station.
Back here at Advent Health Field, we're at halftime of this women's match between Ottawa and Bethel, and the Threshers, on the benefit of a goal in the 5th minute by Claire Hedlund, lead 1-0. Chris, it was back and forth for the most part. The Braves got a little bit more aggressive offensively there toward the end of the first half, but a couple of opportunities went awry.
From what I've seen so far, it felt like, the first 30 minutes, the Threshers looked like they were the better team, and they're up 1-0. But Ottawa University definitely played really dominant in those last 15 minutes. Kind of interesting. You look at the stat line, Bethel 5 shots. Ottawa University actually was 6. So they got an extra shot, now only 2 on goal, whereas Bethel has 3 on goal. They both had a corner apiece. There's no cards. Fouls are similar. So Ottawa University right now actually in a pretty even game. They're only down by 1, so it's not – that can change in the second half. Ottawa University just needs to come out with the same energy that they had in that second half. Also, I feel like it's important that with Bethel packing the box as much as they are, they need to either find a goal chance on a counterattack, which we've seen several of those almost happen as Garcia collected the ball right inside the box on a counter and nearly found the back of the net, just went wide of the post. But other than that, I feel like the best way for them to score, if Bethel's already set, they got to try to work the ball around to the outsides and try to cross it in and see if find a header. We saw in corners, Ottawa University, they had one good header by Jennerwine. She had one that just went right to the near post. Luckily, it was good. For Bethel, it was a good save, good positioning by their keeper, but Ottawa University, they've had opportunities. I feel like they could create a little bit more if they could work it around the outside or maybe find some on the counterattack.
We'll take a break right here. Again, Bethel leads 1-0, and we are at halftime of this match from Ottawa University, and you're listening to OU Soccer on KOFO.
We live in a world of change. The seasons change, politics change, we change. Life is full of change. Wouldn't it be nice if there was something that didn't change? There is. It's God's love for you. Max Lucado says it best. If God had a refrigerator, your picture would be on it. If he had a wallet, your photo would be in it. Face it, friend, he is crazy about you. Finally, something that doesn't change. A message from your friends at the First Christian Church, the church with a heart for you.
Today on Hey Culligan's Smart Home, Smarter Water Softener, here's Kevin.
Hey Culligan, can a smart water softener lift those heavy salt bags for me?
Kevin, it can.
Wait, it can?
Yep, the smart high-efficiency water softener from Culligan can alert your dealer when the salt needs to be replaced, and they'll do it for you, so your water stays soft and you stay away from lifting the bags.
I mean, I could lift them if I wanted.
No judgment here, Kevin. We're happy to do it, and we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Companies. If you thought you missed your chance to refinance and save, think again. Mortgage rates have recently dropped below 3%, and Rocket Mortgage can help you save big. You could lower your monthly payment and prepare yourself for a better financial future. But you've got to act now. Call us today at 833-8-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Conditions apply. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Gary Bateman and Chris Hansen back here at halftime of this women's match, led by Bethel 1-0. Chris, one of the things you mentioned was going to be a key here was the defense of the Braves and how well they were able to stop the Threshers, who, of course, appear on paper at least to have a better offensive attack than Ottawa does. How did you feel that went in the first half?
So Ottawa down 1-0, obviously, but I would say defensively Ottawa's played pretty well. We've seen the ball on the Threshers' half of the field for most of the game, but when it's been on the Ottawa side, it's felt like Ottawa University's not let any counterattacks just get beyond their defensive line. In previous games, there's been a lot of one-on-ones with the keeper, and every single time it's been put in the back of the net. There have been none of those this half. It's not jinx ourselves, but they've also, overall, they've played really well tactically. The only thing that I feel like they could improve on defense, there's been a lot of sloppy stabs and dives. They're kind of going after the ball a little bit too early and not staying patient with it, where coaches oftentimes they want you to kind of contain the player. It's called jockeying. But instead at Ottawa University, sometimes they're trying to just kick the ball away and steal it from the striker a little bit too quick, which can be a little bit ambitious, and it's also easy to just cut around someone that's doing that. And we've seen that happen a few times by the Threshers. They're pretty good, skilled dribblers. So I feel like Ottawa University, though, by and large, is doing pretty solid defense. And I feel like if they could just improve on not stabbing and rather staying a little bit more patient, I could see the Threshers not scoring any goals this next half.
Now, the Threshers defensively, they've really packed it in, and they've been kind of physical a couple of times, keeping Aceveda from getting to the ball down that on that right side. I feel like they played a pretty good defensive match as well, with the exception of those last 5 minutes or so when Garcia came in along with who was the other one?
Ashby Owens.
Owen also, and the Braves had a couple of chances.
Yeah, absolutely. The Braves, you've noticed that since the game, it's obviously been Bethel's game plan to pack the box, because we've seen it over and over. If Ottawa doesn't get a counterattack and Bethel's able to get their defenders and midfielders back, they're all in the box. Mm-hmm. They're all not allowing any close quarters contact with the goal. So instead, the Braves, they need to find some crosses from the outside. If you pass the outside, someone has to go to defend it. If they don't, then it's a pretty easy cross in and a good chance for Ottawa University.
Right.
So they've got to try to spread them out or pull them out. And if they don't, then they can send a cross in and send all their numbers in to try to get it. Now, you might not get it, but one of the times you're going to. I mean, eventually it happened. And, late in that game we saw Ottawa University was working it around them. All credits to Stormy Garcia, Warner, and Ashby Owen. They all showed some great chemistry late in that game as they were able to pass the ball, really just kind of thread the needle through these spaces. And they weren't just taking a shot as soon as they saw one.
Mm-hmm.
They were waiting for a pretty good opportunity, which can be a little bit of an issue because sometimes it is good to take a chance, especially with so many people being in the box, because then it's hard for the goalkeeper to be able to see the ball.
Right. Let's take a break right here. It's 1-0 Bethel. We're at halftime, and you're listening to Ottawa University Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hi, this is Katie Butts from Bank Midwest, inviting you to our Community Appreciation Day, Friday, October 22nd from 11 to 1. We'll have free lunch from Angry River Barbecue and great prizes. Join us at Bank Midwest, 5th and Main in downtown Ottawa, Friday, October 22nd from 11 to 1.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code CASH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code CASH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CASH.
Back here at halftime, 1-0 Bethel with the lead. Again, shots with Braves have outshot Bethel 6-5. Shots on goal. Bethel has 3 shots on goal, including the 1 goal. Both teams have 2 saves, both teams with 1 corner kick. And as far as fouls, 5 for Bethel, 3 for Ottawa. No cards in the first half, Chris. Pretty cleanly played game, I think, for the most part.
Absolutely, especially for a conference match, one that, you mentioned earlier, they're tied. This is a big game for both of them. The winner will jump ahead in the standings in the KCAC. So a big game, so it's kind of surprising it's not getting too chippy or anything, but also it's good to see that it's not. You want to have a good, clean soccer match, and the refs, so they've been doing a pretty good job of calling fouls when they see them. Obviously, they've also been calling offside and a lot of good offside calls, but also not a lot. So the players on both sides playing pretty disciplined and playing solid soccer. I know that we had talked about a few keys of the game of just what we wanted to see Ottawa do on defense, or wanted to see them keep doing, and also what we wanted to see them do and keep doing on offense. But one thing that I feel like to kind of point out just for the second half is ultimately it's going to come down to hustle. I feel like Ottawa University, if they can keep up the full energy, that's going to give them the best chance to win. Obviously, you can play good technical soccer, but if you're not giving 100%, you're never going to have your best chance of winning. So I feel like that's what I want to see out of Ottawa University, is really just that full energy the entire time.
What do you think Coach Maya does here as far as starting his forwards here in the second half? And you think we'll see more of Garcia and Owen?
I would think so. Stormy Garcia and Ashby Owen, they both played really, really, really good soccer. I would say I would like to see Denia Evans still be in the game. Denia Evans, she hasn't been producing as much today, but she is definitely one of their top caliber players. She has a lot of finesse, a lot of good technical ability. So I feel like for me personally, I want to see Denia Evans start this second half. I know she came off and Ottawa did start playing better, but I would like to see Denia Evans start playing. I think that oftentimes teams man her. So that takes another player out of the game from the Threshers. But like you said, I'd still like to see Stormy Garcia come out and play, and also Ashby Owen. They're both playing well. They're having some good chemistry along with Warner. And then the defense still standing sturdy thus far.
Well, we're set to start the second half. Again, the only goal scored by Claire Hedlund in the 5th minute. It was assisted by Jaslyn Reese. Braves will get the second half kickoff here.
And wind not going to be once again a huge factor. I'm blowing out of the west, so not a huge difference changing the sides here for Bethel and Ottawa University. They both the sides are pretty even, and obviously with a college field, oftentimes in club soccer you might play on a slanted field, but this field here at Advent Health Field, it's a nice turf field, solid, very even sides of the field, so you won't see much change as far as fairness of play.
Owen is out there to start the second half of play, and I believe Garcia is as well, as I believe she's going to start things off.
And Denia Evans. So you're kind of giving me what I wanted.
Raina Werner getting it over to Acevedo, and the ball is kicked out of play, throw in for the Braves. And it comes to Nielsen. She'll back it up. Now pass over far sideline. Braves trying to work it down that sideline, kicks it ahead. Looking down there for Velez. She gets it near the corner, looking to do something with it now. She'll back it out. And now a centering pass was not near far enough and stolen by the Threshers. Bethel. There's Reese with it across midfield. Pass comes ahead to Anderson on the far sideline. She gets it to Hedlund. Hedlund trying to make a move, but she lost control, and Werner takes it away from her. Jenner Wine. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
So we come out this half, and you kind of see that Warner, who was playing the outside striker last half, now Denia Evans over there, and now Warner playing outside back.
Pass comes ahead, but it's too far. Bethel tries to clear. Fight for possession. Werner had it for a moment, but now Anderson for the Threshers. 4 against 4. Reese racing down the sidelines. Takes it to the center. Tried a nice little pass there, but a good job by Werner to steal that. And now Ottawa back the other way. Here's Werner near sideline, being given some room. She'll try to center across, and it's kicked away by the Threshers. Now Owen to Werner. Werner will back it up to Acevedo. Into Evans, now near sideline Werner. Ahead it comes to Nielsen. Nielsen, centering pass is blocked. And Bethel clears. Once again, Werner. She'll have to back it up. Garda's daughter. Off to Morris. Morris in the center to Owen. Back it goes to Morris. And now far sideline. Braves maintaining possession. Here's a pass ahead, but kicked away by the Threshers, and they get the steal.
And right now, Ottawa University doing a great job overlapping runs, really moving around the field. None of them are, all the runs they're playing well off the ball. So Ottawa University, I kind of like how they've started out this half. They're finding some good passes, but obviously not able to find a goal yet.
Free kick for the Threshers. Over goes near sideline to Fields. Ottawa steals that. Acevedo. Head to Owen. Looking for Garcia, but it's off her foot. And the Threshers will get possession. Pass comes ahead, far sideline. And there is a foul. Fields with it to Reese. Reese trying to go ahead. Oh, a nice steal by Werner. Werner does not have numbers, but she'll dribble it down the court. Down the field. And the ball goes into the box and controlled by Vallejo. Braves get it back. Can they save it before it goes out of play? Working with it along that sideline. Now a centering pass to Nielsen. Nielsen tried to get it to Owen, but that was well defended by Bethel. Now the Threshers are going to give it right back up. And it comes. Oh, they're looking for Garcia there, and there's a foul. The Braves are going to get a free kick, Chris.
Something interesting I've seen thus far in this half is Denia Evans looks like she completely controls the pace of the game. You know, sometimes she slows the ball down, and all of a sudden everybody else slows down. She'll speed the ball up, and everybody else speeds up. So Denia Evans looks like such a powerful player out there for Ottawa University.
Werner, long kick ahead, is headed away. And now Reese with a nice play, and Bethel's going to take possession. Brown goes far sideline. Ball back toward the center, and a centering pass goes past Anderson, and good out there to pick it up. Braves trying to move the ball upfield. They have it now on the foot of Werner. Pass ahead for Acevedo. Foot race. Trying to beat Fields to it. She'll get there first. Acevedo looking to make a move. Managed to get around Fields, but it's kicked away. Back toward the 20-yard line. And Bethel trying to take possession. And we're going to have, appears a foul.
Kind of want to go back to where Acevedo had the ball on the sideline. Once again, we see that she just doesn't cut the ball in with her left foot, so it makes it very one-dimensional of what her options are as far as what she can do with the ball. As it seems like oftentimes she's not going to cut it in with the left to try to make a cross, or just crossing it with her left foot. So it kind of gives her only two options where she can either cross it in one time with her right foot or cut it in with her right foot.
Acevedo with the ball once again. Over goes to Owen. Passes blocked. Hedlund comes up with it. Hedlund. Nice move around a defender, but then she gives it up. And that is Evans, and the ball out of play, and it'll be a throw in for the Braves. We're in the 53rd minute. Bethel leads 1-0. Ottawa looking to set up some offense, bring it back. Here's a pass this side to Werner. Werner had it kicked out of play. That was fortunate because she missed the pass to Evans. The Braves will get a throw in.
And right now it definitely looks like Bethel really trying to play on the counterattack more than anything, because they've had most of their players on the Ottawa attacking side the entire half for the most part.
Another throw in for Ottawa. Look to get it into Acevedo. Now back to Werner. Werner. Over it goes to Jennerwine. Now Mertz. Centering pass in the middle, just a little bit wide of the target. And Ottawa gets a shot off, but it's well over the net. Braves will substitute at the next dead ball. Braves off the goal kick. And what happened there?
Looked like Denia Evans, as she went and jumped up for that ball, just got grabbed and thrown to the floor, but luckily it looks like she popped up and she's okay.
Free kick for Nielsen. Should get it toward the center. Braves had an opportunity to control, but couldn't do it. Now they'll try to control near the sideline, and it will be out of play and a throw in for Ottawa. In for the Braves will be Daisy Herrera. She'll get the throw in. Werner. Over to Garcia. They look for Herrera, but the pass not quite long enough. Bethel controls. Long kick could be taken then by Gardesdottir. And what do we have? We have a ball out of play, so a throw in for Bethel. Looking for Reese off that throw in. She managed to come away with it somehow. And Nielsen trying to keep her off the ball. And now finally coming back. The Braves were able to force the goal kick as Reese kicked it past the end line.
Warner right there did a really good job of shouldering Bethel off the ball. That way Ottawa was able to get a goal kick.
Gardesdottir cross field there, and now taken by the Braves. And it's Evans, I believe, isn't it? Down that far sideline. Looking to get a control, and then finally the Bethel defender punched it away, and it'll be a throw in. Get it in to Nielsen. That was also punched out of play. Another throw in for Ottawa. This one's controlled by Bethel. Reese. Pass ahead. Smartly returned the other direction by the midfielder. Bethel gets possession back, and they will boot it out, so throw in for Ottawa. Long pass ahead, no Thresher down that direction, and Good will corral it. Get it over this way to Gardesdottir. Now to Nielsen.
Right now it kind of feels like Like, Bethel's not even trying to score at all. Like, I mean, they had the ball in the attacking third, and then eventually, I mean, Ottawa got the ball back, and then there was no pressure on the Ottawa defense. They're just allowing them to pass it back there all they want.
Pressure. I mean, a brave throw in there. Back it goes. Threshers get possession, but Ottawa gets it right back on a pass that was not controlled. Okay, the Braves are going to get a throw in. About 30 yards away from the net. Going to get into Owen. She tries to get it further downfield. It's kicked away. And let's see, we've got another throw in Braves.
Now grabbing
and a hold. Yeah. Bethel's starting to do a little bit more of that, Chris. They're kind of being affected a little bit by the pressure. Braves just need to get some shots on goal.
You've seen it especially as Denia Evans. Every time she has the ball, it seems like Bethel is all over her.
Free kick toward the center, looking for something to happen, and the ball is headed away, and it's going to roll out of play, and it'll be a throw-in Braves near the left corner. Long throw in for Werner, trying to find Owen, and now Evans with it. Got it ahead. Oh, the pass was kicked away. Herrera trying to race it down and unable to do so. The Braves will have another throw in, this time from the far sideline.
Ottawa University keeping that pressure on Bethel, as it has not left Bethel's half in quite a while.
Braves looking to apply some pressure, but Thresher's able to control. But it'll end up being another corner kick this time, actually, for OU. That ball went past the end line. So an opportunity here. Toward the center, headed away by Bethel. Braves trying to maintain possession. There's Raina Werner with a shot that ends up hitting the crossbar on the football goal post.
And it's a good thing right there by Warner is she was able to make sure that counterattack just never happened for Bethel.
62nd minute. Bethel leading 1-0. Herrera controls for the Braves. They look to reset. Comes this direction to Werner. Werner now to Nielsen. They try to get it ahead to Owen, but it's off her foot, and Bethel's able to clear. Now the Threshers with a little bit of pressure, but Ottawa steals. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on the Braves, and so it'll be a free kick.
This is the first time that Bethel has even had the ball on Ottawa University's half in like 7 minutes.
Headed away off of the free kick. Ottawa looking to control, and Garcia has it. Backs now get it ahead to Werner. Werner trying to get around Reese to Owen. Little touch pass this time. A little bit too far for Jennerwine.
Pass right there probably would have been fine, except the center referee was right in Jennerwine's way. Kind of set a good pick.
Not a good play there by Reese as she loses control. Garcia Bethel's got that defense packed once again. Over to Herrera on the right side. Herrera to Owen. Owen has an opportunity. Oh, it's off the side post. Bethel trying to clear it. Braves trying to get it in the corner. There's Evans. And the ball is going to be out of play, and it'll be another corner kick for OU.
How about that shot from Owen? It was from way downtown, and she hit an absolute rocket just off the post. Definitely a scare there for Bethel, but definitely good to see the Ottawa University taking those chances, and now another good chance with a corner kick here.
Evans gets it in the middle, and the ball is cleared. Threshers back the other way in a hurry. Headland. Now we'll wait for some teammates. Oh, there's a pass between two defenders, and now a 2-on-1 setting up. Pass in. Oh, the pass is stolen by the Braves. That was a good job there by Gardesdottir. And Ottawa will just kick it out of play. And that was a real opportunity there for Bethel.
I mean, Gardesdottir right there made a good play, but honestly, if you're Bethel, they just didn't have good execution on that. Definitely could have come out with at least a shot, but instead not even able to complete the pass to the teammate. So instead, nothing comes out of it for Bethel.
Off the throw in. Threshers will bring it back out near midfield. Looking to set something up. Ottawa steals. Owen. Give and go with Garcia. Now ahead it comes to Garcia once again. They'll try to get it left side to Evans. Evans has it stolen by Reese. Reese kicks it ahead. It's going to go all the way downfield, and Good is going to have to come out to get the ball back into play for the Braves.
And Reese for Bethel has been such a pesky defender. We've seen her get a lot of steals thus far in the game, first half and the second half. She's definitely frustrating a lot of the Ottawa players.
So throw in for Bethel after an errant pass by the Braves. We're in the 66th minute. There's a scramble over along the far sideline, and the ball out of play and a throw in for the Threshers. Actually, I take that back. It's a free kick over near the sideline. And the shot goes wide of the net left.
Willow Good having a really quiet half for this second half for Ottawa University.
Owen with it. Pass ahead, trying to get ahead. There's Herrera. Herrera hit it through the goal, and it will be in for a goal.
And right there, I mean, great execution by Herrera, but definitely got to credit Owen with that pass. It was beautifully weighted, absolutely fantastic. She kind of loops it over the defender and a kind of little backspin right onto Herrera's run. And then just like that, Ottawa University equalizes it. It's 1-1.
Daisy Herrera with the goal. Check that. I'm sorry. They say the goal was scored by Garcia. So Garcia with an assist from Ashby Owen. And then, boy, what a great pass that was from Owen.
And once again, just kind of talking about that technical ability that Owen has. She has played well this game. Didn't come on until late the first half, but man, ever since she has been on, I'm sure Edward Maya has not been upset about that decision. She's played very well.
Braves get control. Werner with it. Werner dribbles up the field. Gets it ahead now to Garcia. Off her foot and controlled by Reese. Reese, long pass ahead. Braves headed backwards. That was a mistake. And a good job there by Gardestadter as Hedlund was racing toward a possible breakaway.
And these were the things that we've talked about early in the game that Ottawa's been able to avoid. Luckily, Gardestadter there to stop it, but these are the kind of situations that Ottawa has gotten themselves into. And now that Ottawa's equalized this game, we're definitely going to see Bethel to start attacking a little bit more. So now the defense becomes really key for Ottawa University.
Throw in for the Threshers. Anderson has it. Got it over to Hedlund, and then a ball. Good tackle there. They tried to center to Anderson. And the Braves managed to clear it. Good job.
And now Gracie Anderson down for Bethel as the ball hit her in the face, and now the referee finally noticing, and he'll call the whistle. It won't be a foul on Ottawa University.
They're going to have timeout, actually, is what they're going to do. Is Anderson going to stay in the match? Looks like she is, so that won't be much of a break here, it would appear.
Probably the restart here just going to be a drop ball. They'll play it back to Ottawa as they had possession. And nothing, not Ottawa's fault here at all. Instead, just good physical soccer, and sometimes unfortunate things like that happen. Luckily, Anderson looks to be okay.
Werner on a give and go down the left sideline, looking to beat Fields, and she has taken off the ball, and Bethel comes back the other direction.
You can see a lot of Ottawa University wanting a foul to be called on Bethel as Warner went to the ground, but honestly looked like a pretty solid play from Bethel.
Again, Owen gets it down the left sideline. Evans has it now. Evans will bring it back toward the center, tries to center, and the pass is knocked away. And Bethel's able to clear to some extent, and now they get possession. And the Braves need to get back on defense. Here comes Hedlund. Hedlund, pass over toward the corner. Can she run it down? And no, she cannot. It'll be a goal kick for the Braves. Nielsen gets it ahead. Owen at midfield. Long ball downfield is going to be taken by the Threshers, but here comes Herrera once again. Over goes left side to Werner. Braves maintaining possession, centering pass, looking for Owen. It was headed away. Now Evans tries to control for the Braves and does, out to Nielsen. Nielsen, left side, or right side rather, gets it back. She's being hounded. She'll go far sideline now. And that is Herrera over there. Herrera looking to control, but she can't do it. And finally, the Threshers go back the other direction. Over it goes to Eddie. Looking for Reese. And that'll be kicked out of play by Werner. From the 72nd minute, match is tied 1-1. Reese tries to get it in, and Ottawa trying to take it away, and they will just clear it downfield, but out of play. Throw in this time comes to Campos. There's a centering pass. Goes right back to Campos, over to Reese. Reese near the corner. Braves trying to take it away from her. Campos gets it back. Back to Reese. And now finally the Braves will take possession. Owen, ooh, that's a dangerous pass, but controlled by OU. Here's Evans. Takes it to the center. Now gets it over to Owen. Owen to Nielsen. Pass ahead to Garcia. Garcia looking for Evans near the corner. She'll be able to run it down over there. Let's see if she can do something with it. Instead, she's going to go back out to Werner. Werner will center it, and it'll be headed away, but right in front of the box. And there's a shot on goal by Jennerwine that was blocked. Now the Braves had an opportunity there. Now Bethel. Pass comes ahead, a miss. Right there by Morris, so now a chance for the Threshers. There's a shot blocked, but it goes right to a Bethel attacker, and the shot back up over the top of the crossbar, and a big break for OU right there.
Absolutely. A good save by Willow Good as she was able to get her fingertips on that ball and just knock it over the goal.
It will be a corner kick, though, upcoming, I believe.
And we haven't seen a lot of corner kicks today from Bethel. I think just one in the first half. So definitely something that could be a big opportunity for Bethel.
They substituted. They brought Dashney in to take this corner kick. Potentially a big moment right here in the 75th minute. Dashney got it into the middle, and Ottawa was able to clear it. They like to take possession, but they were unable to do that. Now a centering pass. Braves have somebody down. There's a shot, but it went wide. And we're going to have a stoppage right here as there's a Brave player down in the box. And it looks like they're going to need a trainer. We have a stoppage in the 75th minute. We will take a 30-second break right here. You're listening to OU Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hi, this is Katie Butts from Bank Midwest, inviting you to our Community Appreciation Day, Friday, October 22nd from 11 to 1. We'll have free lunch from Angry River Barbecue and great prizes. Join us at Bank Midwest, 5th and Main in downtown Ottawa, Friday, October 22nd from 11 to 1.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Cayman Brain is going to check in now for the injured Brave player. And that is Carolina Jennerwine. Looked a little dazed there as she got to her feet, but she walks off under her own power. And we have restarted here. Bethel's had a couple of big opportunities here in the last minute. Ottawa's got to get back to that aggressive performance they were doing earlier here in the half. They got the match tied.
Now we're kind of hearing the fans actually start chanting for Ottawa University.
There's a long ball kicked ahead, and it goes past the end line. Looks like it'll be a goal kick. Werner double teamed. Kicked ahead to Evans. She'll try to save it. She punches it past Reese, but it's going to go out of play. Throw in to Reese. Back out it goes to Fields, but a bad pass stolen by Ottawa, but stolen right back on a Owen making a bad pass there. Now we've got a foul on the Braves. We'll have a free kick from about 40 yards out. Again, Dashney will take the kick. And she boots it ahead, and good is right there. Don't think that was actually on goal, Chris, but you can't ever take that chance, certainly.
Absolutely.
And now Ottawa loses it out of play. It'll be a throw in across the way for the Threshers. And this time off a Thresher player, so throw in Ottawa.
Just notice after the goal, it seems like the game's evened out a lot. We can see that Bethel's playing a lot more offense than they were while they were up 1-0.
Velez is going to check back into the lineup. She's going to replace Owen. Ashby Owen gave Edward Maya some really good minutes here this afternoon. Threshers get possession back. Anderson tried to get it over across the way to Ponce, and now the pass headed for the end line. Bethel was able to keep it from going past there, and all Ottawa could do was to kick it out of play far sideline, so another throw in. And all of a sudden, this game being played in the OU end, and that's not what you want. There's a steal by Nielsen. And now Ottawa back the other direction. Werner punches it ahead to Evans, over to Velez. Velez into the center. Ottawa tried to control but was unable to do so. There's a header by Evans, or a header that was stolen by Evans. And now out of play off Ottawa. Throw in Bethel. Again, we're at 1-1 here. We are in the 79th minute. Ottawa got away with a push right there. No, they didn't. The officials saw that. It was a pretty blatant push there by Werner. And so a free kick coming up.
Right there, Warner looked like she was doing a little bit of a hockey check.
Abby Edson with the free kick. Long boot downfield. It looked like a handball, and it was. Handball called on Bethel. So Ottawa gets possession back. Just a little bit more than 10 minutes left in the match. And there's a foul called against the Threshers. Comes this side to Garda's daughter, now to Werner. Werner dribbling ahead to Velez. Velez looking to create into the center. Nice centering pass. Here's Evans with an opportunity, but she kicks it wide.
You can see Evans a little bit frustrated with herself. Tends to be a pretty good shooter, Deny Evans is, but right there, that shot just got away from her.
It's a nice pass by Velez too, Chris. So goal kick upcoming here for Vallejo.
And Ottawa also having a substitution is Herrera now coming out. And then Acevedo coming back in.
Fight for possession here, and the Braves come up with it. Here's Evans ahead over to Velez. Velez, oh, she tripped, but maintained possession somehow. Got it in the center, but it's knocked away by a Bethel defender. And Reese has the far sideline, kicks it ahead, and Ottawa is just going to boot it out of play, it would appear. Throw in to Ponce, but she lost it to Evans. Evans over to Velez. Left hand, check that. I'm sorry, that wasn't Velez. That must have been Herrera. Velez was in the center, but they couldn't get it to her.
It was Stormy Garcia up there. The ball.
Ponce. Pass a little bit too far ahead of teammate Sidney Brown, and so throw in for the Braves. We're in the 82nd minute now, still 1-1. It's been a good match.
If it gets to the end of regulation, the overtime rules, two halves, and will be golden goal, so any score in overtime would be it. But hopefully Ottawa University can get a goal and we won't have to see overtime.
Velez nearly had it stolen, but got it back. Now a nice pass over to Garcia, into the center to Werner. Werner tries to get it right side, and Reese was able to kick it away. Now Evans. Here's Herrera trying to save it, and she will kick it out of play, and it'll be a throw in for the Threshers. Off that throw in, looks like the Braves may get possession. No, they gave it right back up. But there's a steal by Evans. Evans, oh, there's a foul called against Bethel. And it will be a free kick, and Ottawa just starts it up quickly. Werner, near side, looking to make something happen, takes it down the left side. Looking to center now, got it into the center, but it's kicked away by a Thresher defender. Back out, and Evans will have to reset it off to Gardesdottir. Braves backs just kind of kicking it around as they try to set something up. Gardesdottir and Morris. There's a pass ahead to Velez. Velez has a little bit of room to work. Tries to take it into the center, punches it ahead, and Evans has it. She tried to get it ahead. Over toward the corner it goes, and it is going to be out of play and a throw in for Bethel. OU fans did not like that call. Long pass ahead will go out of play and throw in Braves. Reese off the throw in, headed it ahead for the Threshers, but they lose it out of bounds. Morris over this side to Gardesdottir. Now Velez, again, Ottawa looking to create. Pass comes ahead, a little bit too far though, and it can't be run down. Looking there for Garcia on the cut, but just a little bit too far.
Now only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in regulation, as Ottawa University needs to get something done now.
Jennerwine back into the OU lineup, replacing Evans. It's good to see Jennerwine back in the match as she was shaken up earlier. Here's Mertz looking to control and does. Got it ahead to Nielsen. Nielsen over near the corner. And the pass is off a defender. Now a centering pass, but too close to the goalie, and Vayo comes up with it. '86th minute. Here's a long punt ahead. Clears the Ottawa midfielders, but the backs are able to punch it out. There's a quick throw into Hedlund, who has the Bethel goal. Well, that seems like a long time ago now, Chris.
Ottawa University's really cleaned up their soccer since then.
I came in the 5th minute. Threshers now on the attack. There's a clearing pass, but headed away. And a nice header there by Nielsen, and the Braves will come up with possession. But quickly into the picture was Madison Bliss, and the Threshers got it for a moment. Ottawa gets it back. Touch pass from Velez looking for Nielsen. A little bit too far for her. Reese. Far sideline, punches to Ponce, but that one is kicked well out of bounds and onto Mulberry Street. Throw in for the Threshers. Those game day workers get their work in having to climb the fence over there. Braves with possession. They try to get it ahead. It's off the foot, though, of Garcia and controlled by Bethel. This pass is going to be headed right into the foot of a Thresher player. Now Werner has it for OU to Velez. Velez. And there's a foul pushing and a free kick coming for Ottawa. We have less than 2 minutes left in the regulation time of the match.
Not a lot of chances left for either team here. So Ottawa University really needs to get something done in these next 2 minutes. It's important that they don't get super urgent or anything, but still continue to play patiently and try to pass the ball around.
Over it comes to Werner on this side. Werner looking to create, taking it toward the corner, looking for an opening. She will get it centered, but it's kicked away by Bethel. And that ball, I think, is going to go past the end line, and that'll be a corner kick for Ottawa with just a little bit more than a minute left in the match.
So this could be huge for Ottawa University here.
Acevedo with the corner kick. Nicely centered, header try, but no chance. And now it's checked by Velez, but the save made by Vallejo.
That's just great vision by Vallejo to be able to even make that save at all, as there's so many people in the box. But luckily for Bethel, luckily she was able to track down that ball.
Velez with it again. And she is pushed off the ball, but Ottawa gets it back. Out it goes. Here's a pass toward the sideline, but it was too far for Werner, who wasn't expecting it, and a throw in now for Bethel. Steal by the Braves. They've got to hurry. Velez down to 10 seconds. Pass ahead is going to be stabbed at. Ottawa's got a free kick at it, but right into the hands of Vallejo. But it's a holding call first on Ottawa, and that will run regulation timeout. At the end of regulation time, it's Ottawa 1, Bethel 1. Let's take a 2-minute break here. You're listening to Ottawa University Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
There are a lot of exciting things happening this fall. I want to focus on what's important, not what's for dinner. Luckily, HelloFresh delivers everything I need, and it's 30% cheaper than grocery shopping. The quick and easy recipes are perfect for weeknights. We're all busy, but with HelloFresh, I actually have time to enjoy my meals. Go to HelloFresh.com/DanaCortez14 and use code DanaCortez14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's code DanaCortez14 for 14 free meals at HelloFresh.com/DanaCortez14.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out, because when you find the perfect home, you don't want to lose it to anybody else. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers and their agents greater confidence in you. We've already helped over 1 million clients just like you reach their home financing goals this year alone. So remember this, what can help you buy the home you really want? Rocket can. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET. That's rocketmortgage.com or call 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information appraisal and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
We're heading to overtime in a 1-1 tie here. Bethel with a goal in the 5th minute by Claire Hedlund, assisted by Jaslyn Reese. And the Braves tied it on a goal by Stormy Garcia in the 67th minute. The assist going to Ashby Owen. And boy, a wild flurry down there in the last minute and a half or so, Chris, and the Braves had a chance to take the lead and just couldn't get it in the proper position to get the good shot on goal.
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating for Ottawa University that they weren't able to finish that one. They've had several chances that it felt like, they could have had a goal in, but ultimately you got to feel pretty confident if you're Ottawa University headed into overtime right now, because they played much better soccer the second half than Bethel has. So I feel like if you're Ottawa University, you should feel confident, but not too confident, because you still got to go out there, you give everything you have, especially in overtime. It kind of becomes a whole different game. Like, you see the urgency of everybody. It's taken up to another notch. So right now, you got to see full hustle if you're Ottawa University. Now, I think that it's important that they don't get too direct or anything like that. They kind of got to make sure they stay patient, but urgent.
I would agree with that, and I think, so often in a match like this that you end up with some little thing that happens that contributes to a breakaway or something like that ends up, taking the match. We'll have the overtime period for you in 1 minute. You're listening to Brave Soccer on KOFO.
Fall savings inside the Home Depot means something different once you get out there doing. For example, in here, it's a wide selection of top-rated appliances. But out there, it's your home, running like a well-oiled machine. Order in store or use one-click bundling when you order online or in the Home Depot app. Shop the lowest prices of the season and enjoy free and flexible delivery on orders of $396 or more. At the Home Depot, how doers get more done. U.S. only. While supplies last, valid September 30th through October 20th.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Possession to Bethel to start the overtime.
So kind of just to inform those that may not know, in overtime, it's going to be golden goal, 10-minute halves. There'll be a small halftime in between halves if needed. But if either team scores, it's over. That's it.
Okay, so we're underway. Bethel with possession. Ottawa looking to take it away from Reese over there. Nielsen shielding herself, and there will be a foul on Reese, and Ottawa quickly restarts. Over goes this side to Velez. Velez has room to create right now. Now over goes to Nielsen. Nielsen off to Brain. There's a pass ahead, knocked away by a Bethel defender. And the ball is going to be kicked out of play. Throw in for the Threshers. And it comes. Anderson trying to save it, managed to keep it in play. But Ottawa will end up with possession here. Gardis-Daughter over to Werner. Werner kicks it ahead to Velez near the sideline. Velez kicks it through, but it's going to be taken by Bethel. Then Ottawa gets it right back. Brain lost control, but the ball goes to midfield, and coming up with it there was Nielsen. Werner to Velez, and kicked away nicely by Edson, but the official says no, it was not kicked away nicely. It was a foul. So Ottawa has it. Velez looking for an opportunity here, reverses, gets it off to Nielsen. Nielsen tried to get a shot off, but it was blocked.
And right there, Nielsen just takes one too many touches there. She was able to pull the trigger earlier, or maybe she was able to find the net.
Steal by Evans. Velez off to Nielsen, tried to punch it in, and Vallejo is there to come up with it. Well, some early action in this overtime period. There's a short punt by Vallejo. Brain was able to control it, got it over to Acevedo. Acevedo down the right sideline, tried to center it for Garcia, but it's off her foot. But Ottawa will get it right back. Evans trying to save it before it goes out of play, over to Acevedo. And there's Reese with a nice steal for the Threshers. And Ottawa scurrying back defensively. Werner going for a tackle and got the ball. Now kicked ahead, though. Hedlund with it. Hedlund gives it off to Anderson. Check that, I'm sorry, that's Brown. Now to Anderson, to Hedlund. Ottawa trying to get it out of there, and they can't do it quite yet. And here is the ball rolling out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in near side for the Threshers. Comes into Hedlund, but it's off her foot. Race tried to clear, couldn't quite get it done, but now they do clear it out. Ponce over to Hedlund in the center. Goes left side to Brown. Instead, Reese will pick it up. Jaslyn Reese looking to create. And then Ottawa goes for the steal, but it's saved by Bethel. Over to Hedlund. Hedlund near the end line, and she loses it. And it'll be a goal kick for Ottawa. Under 6 minutes left in the first half here of this overtime. Bray's trying to create some sort of an attack here. Gardis-Daughter to Werner. Werner off to Garcia. Now give and go on the fly for Werner. Two defenders back, though. Werner looking to do something, still looking for the ball, and she gets it. Over goes now to Brain. Brain goes far sideline. That's Nielsen. Nielsen's centering pass is blocked away. Brain is going to have to kick it back over to Nielsen tried to kick it over to Brain. It goes past her. It'll be a throw in for the Threshers. Off the throw in, Ottawa trying to regain possession. Brown has it. Pass ahead to Reese. Reese has a stolen. Ahead it comes to Garcia. Garcia in the center, about 50 yards out. Now it's Werner, near side. Near side, give and go to Werner, but she couldn't control. And Bethel's able to clear, and there's a foul apparently on the Braves.
Not a lot of time left in this half for Ottawa University for the overtime.
And it comes to Reese. And a good defensive play over there, far sideline. Let's see, who was that? That was Acevedo, I believe, that made that defensive play. There's a shot across the middle, and it's going to roll out a play, and the Braves will get a throw in. Just about 3 minutes left in this first overtime period. Throw comes ahead. It'll be stolen. We'll have a push, but the push is called on OU. So a free kick for Brown. Right side, about 30 yards out. This could be dangerous. Brown with the left foot. Ooh, kicked it right at the head of Emma Nilsson. She got out of the way. It sailed past the end line, wide of the goal right.
Now it looks like Denia Evans getting ready to finally come back in.
Werner. Threshers being very aggressive now. Ahead it comes to Velez. Now Ottawa looking to get something on the move. Velez dribbling up the field, still looking, tried to forward it ahead, and a nice defensive play by the back for the Threshers. Braves trying to control near the sideline. Threshers trying to take it away. Acevedo, and finally it'll be a throw in for Ottawa. Just about a minute and a half left in this first period of the overtime. Evans is going to check in.
Looks like Jennerwine coming off for Ottawa.
Carolina Jennerwine will leave the action. Throw in is going to be going out of play. And last touch by the Braves.
Only a minute left here in overtime. First half of overtime.
The Threshers give it right back. Throw in for Ottawa. That's Brain, I believe. Over it goes to Nielsen, give and go, but they can't come up with it. And finally, it's going to roll out of play. And it's going to be a goal kick for Bethel.
Right now, it seems like Ottawa University creating chances. They just can't seem to actually shoot the ball.
Not much time left here, just about 20 seconds. headed back for the Braves. Bethel, I think, is going to be happy at this point just to send this thing to a second period. And that'll be the end of the first overtime period. Still tied, Ottawa 1, Bethel 1, and we'll take a 2-minute break. You're listening to OU Soccer on KOFO.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
Medicare Part D coverage can be confusing. We can help. This is Laura from Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Stop in and let us help you find the best option for your needs when it comes to Medicare Part D. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main, open Monday through Saturday and online anytime at kramerrx.com.
Today on Hey Culligan's Smart Home, Smarter Water Softener, here's Kevin.
Hey Culligan, can a smart water softener lift those heavy salt bags for me?
Kevin, it can.
Wait, it can?
Yep, the smart high-efficiency water softener from Culligan can alert your dealer when the salt needs to be replaced, and they'll do it for you, so your water stays soft and you stay away from lifting the bags.
I mean, I could lift them if I wanted.
No judgment here, Kevin. We're happy to do it, and we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with the local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
If you unfortunately hit a deer, pull over to the shoulder, turn on your emergency flashers, and watch for traffic before exiting your vehicle. Dial star 47 for the Highway Patrol, then call CarStar Ottawa at 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
Turn care into career with Advent Health Ottawa. Clinical, non-clinical, and professional roles are waiting for the right people, and you could be one of them while earning a minimum starting pay of $14.50 per hour. Log on to careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa today. At Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you. Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
We head to the second overtime period here, still tied 1-1.
And something to keep in mind here, Gary, is if this comes to an end, if this full 10 minutes goes and no more goals are scored, it will be a tie. There's no penalty kicks. It will end in a tie, and ultimately both teams will just take home 1 point apiece. So, I mean, if you're Ottawa University, you don't want to come home with a tie because this has felt like it's been their game, especially the second half. They dominated. First overtime half, I felt like Ottawa University looked like the better team, and then part of the first half, they looked like the better team. Bethel really, I mean, they played better soccer than Ottawa University in about the first 20 minutes of the very first half, but other than that, it's been all Ottawa University. So you'd think that Ottawa University has a great chance of scoring a goal.
Underway once again. Braves with possession. Oh, and there's a giveaway. Hedlund came away with it for the Threshers. She'll try to create. Ottawa trying to do something with it. And the ball is finally going to have to be kicked out of bounds, out of play. And it'll be a corner kick for Bethel.
And right there you see Sydney Johnson, who was looking to pass it back to Willow Good, but ended up kicking it out of bounds. And, you know, she did give up a corner now for Bethel, but that is ultimately the play that you want, because when in doubt, kick it out. And honestly, there was nothing else that she could have done.
And what a bad giveaway right there by the Braves. And we do have an injured player down for the Threshers, and I believe that is Jaslyn Reese.
And she's been a big impact for the Threshers this game, is one of the most persistent players out there.
They'll tend to her. We'll take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to OU Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Jaslyn Reese has gotten to her feet. I don't think she's going to be able to stay in, though. Do you, Chris? Looks a little bit shaken up, and she's going to be helped off the field.
Looks like that'll probably be the last that we'll see Reese on the field, and now they're picking her up.
Yeah, they're going to carry her off the field. That's not good news.
And if you're Bethel here, you're losing one really talented player for the Threshers. So definitely not something you want to see. You never want to see one of your players get injured, but frustrating here that, it's 1-1, second period of overtime, and now a really good player is out.
Madison Bliss is going to take the corner kick here. And it's in the center. It's a headed, and the Braves try to clear and manage to do it. Oh, dangerous play right there.
And once again, Johnson, the savior there, as she booted that one out of there.
And now the Braves trying to steal, and we're going to have a foul called against OU, against Velez, out near midfield.
Now with this being in the second overtime period, the fans getting really rowdy.
Here's a kick ahead. And Ottawa trying to clear it. Hasn't been able to do so yet. Johnson gives it up, though. And now a fight for the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for OU. 8.5 minutes left in this overtime. Bethel gets the ball back, but Braves steal it. Acevedo is pushed off the pass, and pushed off the ball was Brain, but a good tackle right there. There's a shot, and Good is there to come up with it.
Suddenly we're seeing a lot of momentum here from the Threshers. We need to see Ottawa University suppress that momentum and start turning it into their own.
Acevedo, give and go over here to Johnson, but it's off her foot, and a throw in for Bethel. Now Johnson tried to steal it. Here's a pass ahead to Headland, but she headed it back toward midfield. Now the Braves looking for possession. Velez down the far sideline, looking to create, trying to get in the center. Touch pass by Nielsen, shot on goal will be saved by Vallejo. Just didn't get much on that shot, Chris.
Yeah, it was good placed ball, low on the ground, and honestly, that's where you want it. But like you said, he just didn't put enough, Velez didn't put enough mustard on that shot for it to be able to go in the net.
And now we've got a foul called on the Threshers. The Braves will have a free kick from about 55 yards out. Let's see what they try to do with this. They'll go deep with it. And it's over the head of the goalkeeper, and a goal. The Braves win it. It bounced. And it bounced over the head of Vallejo, and the Braves win it on the golden goal.
And what a turn of events there for the Braves. Honestly, it's going to be interesting who they credit that goal with. I assume they would give it to Warner there, as it just went over all the heads of both the Threshers and Braves, and then the ball bounced just before, and the keeper just kind of had a little bit of a misread, and then into the net there.
Yeah, Vallejo did not know whether to come up and try to catch that on the fly with the risk of it bouncing off her hands. She instead waited for it to bounce, and when it bounced, it took a high bounce over her head, and the Braves come up victorious.
And
sorry, go ahead, Chris.
And Vallejo, she's played well all day. She has had some good positioning, good things, but right there, just a little bit of a poor choice. Ultimately, she caught in no man's land, and Braves win it.
Final here in overtime. Lady Braves pick up the win 2-1, and we'll be back to wrap things up in a couple of minutes. You're listening to OU Soccer on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. The people who work at Dangle & Son are committed to the families we serve. We work together as a team to attend to every detail. Dangle & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
Medicare Part D coverage can be confusing. We can help. This is Laura from Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Stop in and let us help you find the best option for your needs when it comes to Medicare Part D. Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main, open Monday through Saturday and online anytime at kramerrx.com.
Still looking for that one special voice that makes you fall in love with podcasts? The one is out there and free on Spotify. With over 2 million shows and today's most talked about podcasts, Spotify is the best place to find that one special show that makes you laugh, keeps you interested, and keeps you listening for more. Whatever you're into, get way more into it with a podcast. Find the one you've been listening for right now, free on Spotify.
What can give you a competitive edge in today's red-hot housing market? Rocket can. That's because Rocket Mortgage can give you a verified approval. It could help your offer stand out, because when you find the perfect home, you don't want to lose it to anybody else. Rocket Technology provides a rock-solid verification of your income, assets, and credit, giving sellers and their agents greater confidence in you. We've already helped over 1 million clients just like you reach their home financing goals this year alone. So remember this. What can help you buy the home you really want? Rocket can. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET. That's rocketmortgage.com or call 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information appraisal and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Ottawa University comes up with the win in overtime. A goal from basically 55 yards away by Raina Werner that bounced over the head of the pack and then bounced over the head of the goalkeeper Vallejo, and unassisted, the Braves come up victorious here 2-1, Chris.
And right now, I mean, Ottawa University, they had been unlucky all day on their opportunities, so I think that it was due time for them to get a little bit of luck. So right there, Ottawa University, it's a fun one to win. Always beautiful to be able to win it in overtime. If you're Bethel, this is definitely something pretty frustrating. But then again, it kind of felt like Ottawa University deserved this win throughout the game.
Quickly, the recap of the scoring. Bethel scored first in the 5th minute on a goal by Claire Hedlund, assisted by Jaslyn Reese. Stayed that way until the 67th minute when Stormy Garcia got one in for Ottawa University, assisted by Ashby Owen. And we went to overtime after regulation ended 1-1, and it took to the 104th minute of the match when Werner was able to bounce that one over the head of the goalkeeper and put Ottawa in the win column. Makes the Braves 4-6-2 overall, 3-3-1 now in the KCAC. So they jump ahead of Bethel, who falls to 2-4-2. And when you're trying to play to get into the tournament, that's really big.
Yeah. Ottawa University, I mean, this win, it means a lot because we look at some of the teams that Bethel has played, that Ottawa's also played, and they've beat quite a few teams that Ottawa lost to. And they tied to Avila, which Ottawa lost to Avila 2-0. So definitely a huge win for Ottawa University here. Also, it's really fun to be able to win an overtime thriller in front of your hometown.
And next action for the Braves will be on Wednesday when they travel to Friends for a match against the Falcons. Right now, we're going to send it back to the station for a few minutes. Be back with you probably in about 15 to 20 minutes or so with the men's action here from Advent Health Field. Again, in the women's match, it was Ottawa in overtime beating Bethel 2-1. And for Chris Hansen, this is Gary Bateman saying so long for now.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves Soccer on KOFO. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, Quality Structures, and by Arvest Bank, the Ottawa Herald, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Braves Soccer on KOFO